Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Just very quick video. And this is to a number of people in particular, like non-Arabic speaker Christians. I don't know, maybe atheists. Some of it. I'm not sure the religion of everyone, who comments on my videos. But for some reason, the last video I did with God Logic, where I refuted his incorrect translation of Inna Allaha wa malaikatuhu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. I've gotten a number of Christians who come on here and they're not Arabic speaking people, never studied Arabic, and they're trying to argue with me about the way the word Salah should be translated. And I'm going to tell you, first of all, if you are a non-Arabic speaking person who's never studied Arabic, never sat in a class, don't know Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, which is letters of the alphabet, who can't read the text, don't know how to access an Arabic dictionary or anything like that, when you challenge me or anyone, who speaks the language at all you're going to do is really offend people and annoy people. Really, that's all you're going to do. Okay. All right. So what I did was I corrected this guy, Avery, because he, like another guy, David Wood, they go up there and they say stuff like, here's evidence that Allah prays to Muhammad, or the angels pray to him, and then they want all the Muslims to pray to him. So really, he's trying to make himself a deity. First of all, only an idiot, like an absolute idiot, would think something like that, because everyone knows the whole core message of Islam is Tawheed and worship of Allah without any partners. Everyone knows that Islam of any religion is the most staunch about that, in terms of that being the core message of the religion. You think that somehow Arabic speakers during the time of the Prophet who spoke Arabic more eloquent than anyone now. This was the height of the understanding of the language, right? These people wrote, they spit poems in Arabic that are so eloquent, okay, that Arabic PhDs, people with PhDs these days, have a difficult time understanding, these poems and things like that. This is how eloquent these people were. And as I've said oftentimes before, they were the staunchest against the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If anyone could refute the Quran like the Arabic in it, it would have been those people who lived during his time. They were masters of the language. Are you so delusional about who you are and so stupid that you think they would have missed something like that if that was the actual understanding in the verse? Do you think they would have missed that? Right, where the Prophet is trying to get people to worship him and trying to say God worships him? Like, are you that, delusional? You probably are. Because I had one of these individuals, one of you come to me and you go, no, this is what I explained to the person. And this is a fact. You could check this anywhere. Go to any little Arabic speaking person you want to go to. Go to your local corner store where there's Arabic speaking people. You can go wherever you want to go. Salah, the word Salah, right? Originally, literally, linguistically means to connect. That's what Salah means, to connect. Like if I connect with you, I connect with God, or whatever, okay? Arabic speakers understand that. A telephone call. If I call you on the phone, it's itisallu, right? The word salah, tasallu, same root word there. Salah means to connect. Why? Because the idea is the phones, they connect. Get it? Okay. Depending on the context, the context determines how the word salah is translated. Okay? I'm going to make this real clear. It's possible if I can. I don't know if I get this through your thick brain, because you want to believe Islam is somehow just wrong and bad. And I get it. That's like a desire that you have that like it exceeds your intellect. So you're gonna let's try to find something. But I'm gonna tell you the truth here. Okay? When salah is used in the context of a per human to God, right? It's called salah illah, which is salah to Allah. That's translated as prayer. Why? Because you're talking about God who's greater, who's the greatest, from one who's less, who's weaker, who's needy. Okay? Person to God is salah illah. Okay? Illallah, right? That's translated as pray to him. But it's really, reality is connecting. But since it's God and a person, it's translated as prayer, because that's typically what people do when they connect to God. Hopefully you follow me. However, there's like in the Quran where Allah says, Inna Allaha, okay, which means indeed Allah, wa malaikatuhu, and his angels, yusalluna, right? This is salah, yusalluna, right? They ala nabi. Now this is salah when it's connected with ala. Okay? Ala is when it's a salah, it's a connection between one that's higher to one that's lower. Or in the case of the angels, to the prophet, equality. Okay? But from Allah is higher. This is ala. This is connecting to, but it's from a higher to a lower. Right? When it's God connecting to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or to a person or anything like that, it's understood as he's sending blessings down. It's also understood as he raises his rank. Okay? It's translated in a number of different ways, depending on the context in which it is being utilized. One of the main practices of Muslims is they send salawat ala nabi, send blessings on him, you see. In that context, it's sending blessings. It's not praying to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam like you would pray to a deity. Okay? Oh, let me break this news to you, okay? Don't go to Google and then come to someone who speaks Arabic and try to make your argument. You're going to sound like an idiot and a fool, and no one's going to take you seriously, okay? What you need to do is one of two things. One, go study Arabic if you really want to know. Just go take the time, get up off your lazy behind, and go find a teacher, learn the language, and then come back better. Or do what you should do. Admit you don't know and be humble. Don't go to Google and then try to argue with me, okay? Don't do that, please. Okay? Like we're studying real books here. Right? To go to Google and all that kind of stuff is like wasting my time. And this is why I haven't really been putting out as many videos, is because I'm starting to see like the level is like, it's almost like a waste of time. Right? It's almost like a waste of time. If you wanna learn, go to a real Arabic dictionary. If you want to know the meanings, go to a real mu'jam. Okay? Not to Google. Google does not tell you. Don't go to a translation of something, because you don't know why they're translating something the way it's being translated. Right? You don't know, like, if the verb, you don't know why the particular word is being used. Okay? That's the thing. In Arabic, like, verbs connect to certain words in a certain way. It's hard to describe. This isn't an Arabic class, but, like, you want to know, just go sign up for a grammar class, okay? So other than that, you end up sounding like a fool, and then you want to come up here and tell me, oh yeah, this Christian Prince guy or God Logic, they're masters of they're tight, they know Islam, and you can't defeat them, dude. Believe me, defeating them is like it's nothing. I'm serious. It's nothing. It's those guys are so elementary to where like I'm trying to decide, is it just a waste of time or not? And the other thing too, there are a number of different channels that are dealing with those guys. SYFE, Saifi, he's dealing with them very well. You look at my man Shamsi, he's dealing with them very well. I recommend going to, if you guys are serious about, understanding the Bible, go to Dr. Ali Atayi, who's often on a channel called Blogging Theology. Like, if you're serious, okay, you're not just some fanatic that is just, unable to recognize truth, which most of you are. I do realize that. And I pray for you, seriously. I mean, seriously. Who else? Muhammad Hijab, excellent. He's got good information. And trust me, Muslims are not hiding things. We don't have to hide things. And another thing that pisses me off more than anything is when you try to come up here and say, don't make Taqiyyah. Like, first of all, I doubt you even know what Taqiyyah is. Okay? Secondly, right, Taqiyyah, oh God, let me just say this real fast. Okay, because this is another thing that's super crazy annoying. Okay? Taqiyyah is like something that is permissible to do in a situation where it's life or death. Okay, like say for example, I believe that there's no God but Allah, and I believe Allah cannot die. Let's say for example. Then let's say I'm under a situation where someone puts a gun to my head, and they say, if you say right now that Allah can't die, I'm going to blow your head off. And then in order to save my life, I just say the words, okay, yeah, Allah can die. Right? But while at the same time in my heart, I don't believe what I'm saying, that's permissible to do. Because in that moment, your life, preserving your life takes precedence over just saying something that you don't believe. Okay? That's when Taqiyyah is permissible. No Muslim is going to make Taqiyyah just in order to get you to believe in Islam. You become a Muslim is not that important to me. I don't know what it is, but no one has to defend Islam by lying. That's not in Taqiyyah, that's just lying, because there's no danger there. So stop saying that. That's stupid. The only group where they might consider is the Shia, and you got to go ask a Shia. Okay, I'm from the Sunni Muslims, who represent 90% of the Muslim Ummah, who don't believe we're just going to lie to convince a Christian. For what? For what? The truth, to me, is just like the sun. It's clear as day. That's the truth, right? If you want to sit there and believe the sun is blue in color as opposed to being yellow, that's on you. I'm not going to lie and tell you it's blue just to pull you in. You're not that important to me. Seriously. Now, I do care about your soul and all that, but no, I'm not going to catch all types of sins with Allah for you. Change the truth, plus I know ultimately that doesn't work. I'm going to say I'm going to just relay the truth and go ahead about my business, right? Because I understand. That's why I did the video on the reality of believers. Allah is going to make the Muslims. He promised that he's going to make Islam supreme all over other religions. And I believe that wholeheartedly and firmly. And that's what I go with. Nobody has to lie and hide stuff and twist stuff. That's the stuff that some of your people do. But are you real enough to recognize it? Or are you just still playing games? I got time to be playing with you. Right? And then the third thing is, you individuals that come on here and you insult the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I'm not going to spend 2 minutes talking to you. I'm not going to spend 30 seconds. I send you to what's called troll heaven, right? Troll heaven. You know what troll heaven is? That's you're blocked and you have no access to the page immediately. I don't play that. Don't come on here with no username that has any insulting in context to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and don't you dare say anything that's insulting. All right? Because if you were in my face, it'd be a whole different story. Ain't no talk. It's just put your hands up. That's how that works. All right? So on here, I'm going to do the equivalent. Just get you out of here. I don't care nothing about you at that point. All right? And that's it. And I don't want to be different than that. All right? So that's all I'm just going to say about that. Hopefully, man, you guys decide to learn. Okay? Stop believing false stuff. Right? The thing about Salah, what I'm telling you is the truth. Go check it with anybody. Right? Stop it, man. Like, that's not going to help you Yom Qiyamah. Going with falsehood and thinking you're going to challenge someone on the Arabic language when you stop it. You know, it's like, grow up, man. Grow up. All right? And that's all I'm going to say. Listen, if anything I said is true, know that it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if anything I said that, that's offensive or whatever, that was wrong, that's from my sinful soul. And subhanaka hum wa bihamdika wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.